Hi everyone, my name is Jack Ananchenko. I'm a CTO and the founder at Stellarsoft. Today I'm joined by Timo Uotila, founder and the chairman at eBike Center, one of the largest Finland's e-bike retail chain, operating both online and offline across five physical stores. Timo has been building the company and they faced a very harsh hit by the release law back in 2024 and will go ahead and unveil what's happened to the brand over the years, what his role is like, and what the plans are for 2026. Timo, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jack. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely, you're very welcome. Timo, just to start and to take it easy, just to start this off with a little bit more about you and your role, can you tell us what your day-to-day looks today compared to the early stages of the brand?
Yes, like in the early stakes, our brand, I pretty much do bunch of different things, and as we grow, we get more team members on our team, and I think these days my job is lead the team. Purchasing, I do that a lot, and I used to I think 2 months ago still do the marketing, but now we have the marketing director and the marketing team for that. But now I think my role is mostly to drive the directions and keep everybody happy.
Awesome. Okay, and you operate both online and offline these days at scale. What's harder to manage, the stores or the digital side?
Of course, the stores are more. I don't say harder, but it takes more.
Can you just tell us a little bit more, like maybe it's the team size that you gotta take care of, or is it like overall operations are harder offline? What is that, the difference?
Yeah, because there is more people included, so the processes must be really good. They must develop, and when we start for 4 people to 40, 50 people, everything changes in monthly basis. So we need to adapt with that. We need to set new roles, I think every month, and we need to have the people thinking how the business get better. And I think that is one thing that we have succeed uh, during these years, that we have been able to get the people to do new things on the company and drive those to the success.
I can imagine one of the hardest times for you recently was to handle the market crash back in 2024. For everyone who's listening to this podcast and who doesn't know anything about the Finnish law, in April 2024, the
Sorry,
Finnish
I need to
e-bike
correct. 2025 it was.
25, oh,
Yes,
2025. I thought
yes,
that it was
yeah,
the year before. Okay, 2025. The Finnish e-bike market was hit hard by the removal of the tax-free bike benefits, as far as I understand. What was your first reaction to the news, and what you did first?
yeah. That was really big thing because we have just had our first big year, 2024, and after that we was like so pumped up that now we go to the the top of this market, and we opened in 2025 early two our biggest shops, one in
Hmm.
Espoo and one in Turku. And
Hmm.
I was in middle of the Turku's opening when
Okay.
the message comes from the government that the tax benefit gonna leave in this year. And that
Hmm.
means like if 50% of the bikes have been bought by the benefit, so
Hmm.
what happens next? And that was a really shocking news because it was last year it was 20%, now 50%, and it was rising how much people gonna buy the bike benefit.
Hmm.
So we needed to make really big changes in that day. And I drove uh, to Turku to Espoo, have a meeting with our suppliers and our
Hmm.
marketing and all of
Hmm.
our directors, and we made a plan.
Okay. What do you think allowed you to move fast after these meetings with the suppliers and the financial partners?
I think the good thing was that we are in the same building with the suppliers.
Okay.
So the meeting was happening in the same day. And
Okay.
also our suppliers share our vision and they know it didn't take many hours us to know that now we need to do something or we're gonna crash like everybody else.
Okay. Interesting. Like, can you unveil what exactly you did with them? Like, what the agreement
Yeah.
was to for the next steps? Kind of like how you approached the solution here.
Yes. I think the first thing was we need to exactly know what really happened. What is really going to happen. So the thing was the customers have this bike benefit thing. So you can buy the bike through the company and
Hmm.
you get like 35% discount on the bike from taxes.
Hmm.
And also you have 48-month payment plan. So you get discount plus 48-month payment plan. So it was really good product that we have now lost. And we need to somehow make a statement that that we can provide something like that. And the first thing was we was really going full stack on brand marketing. So I
Okay.
stopped that immediately, and all the budget that we had, we need to put it in this new campaign because this is now the top of the thing on there. And we came for this solution like we offer a 36-month payment plan without interest. And
Okay.
also with suppliers, we discounted the best products
Hmm.
similar way what they get a discount before the tax benefit. And then we
Hmm.
built the campaign over that. And
Okay.
when everybody else was like really scared and we see they lowering their budgets, they are like really going the defensive mode. We think we double our budget, we hit our goals a little bit further because now the margins are lower, we need more volume. So we
Uh-huh.
doubled what we expected to sell. And
Uh-huh.
in this year, last year, we get there.
Okay. And what do you think your competitors missed um, in terms of this law? Like you obviously like your market share jumped from 7% to 22-ish%
Yeah.
last year. Like, what do you think your competitors missed in this
I
in
think
that
it
situation?
was lack of reaction because in that day, I think next 2 weeks we was only company who was reacted to that. So that was like really best time for us. And
Okay.
after that, there come some reactions. Some are strong, some are not that strong, but I think we do it a little bit stronger.
Cool. And how was it possible for you to allow for that 36-month no interest kind of like payment installments?
Yes,
Is
we one of our how it called in English colleague company
okay.
colleague company
Okay,
uh,
okay.
uh, was offering this leasing thing. So there was also quick when I called them. I tell them that now you are going to stop to sell this lease product what you have been selling. We need to do fast same type of uh, product for them with the normal like B2C customer, not B2B customer. And
Mhm.
I think it take like a week, and we was ready with this product to have
Uh-huh.
an interest-free payment plan. So
Okay, was it? Mhm.
yeah,
So, sorry, say again.
no, what
I was gonna ask about Svea. Svea was
fair?
Svea
Yeah,
involved?
yeah,
Svea involved? Like Svea is a Swiss bank, a Swedish bank, as far as I
yeah.
know.
That's our yes, that is our partner. Yes,
So this partner basically, like your connections, having the connections basically is the baseline for any founder for to be able to handle situations like this. Quick reactions and connections. Can I say it like that? That
Yeah,
which
yeah, I
help
think
you.
that's what I'm thinking because the good relationship with them comes for good ideas and doing those ideas. Because first, when we started with Svea, we set some goals to sell
Mhm.
their product, and we get the goals, and then we go up, and that built the trust with them.
Awesome. Okay, good to know. Thank you. So we can wrap it up on the market crash from
Yeah,
2025, and then talk a little bit more about your goals and kind of like the future.
yeah,
Um, so back in the chats, you mentioned that CRO will be one of your top priorities for the coming year, and not just online but also offline across your stores. How do you think about conversion in the omni-channel business? Like, what's your thought process?
I uh, sorry. Can you ask that again? I was lost
So,
in the words.
so conversions, like traditionally, people understand conversion rate optimization as something that you gotta do online. Like
Yeah,
most of the people from the e-com
yeah,
space, they think about conversion rate optimization online only, where like you gotta play around with your layouts, with your pages, A/B test something, right? And then they basically figure out what the best performing layout is or
yeah.
best performing user journey is. But then at the end of the day, you mentioned that you will also want to work on the conversion rates for your offline stores.
Yes, yeah. Now
What
I
is your
understand. Yes.
what is your thought process for that, and how is it different from, or is it even different from what you're gonna do on your website?
Yeah, it's not that much different. The big thing is that we now move all of our data of the offline to the online. So we see much more because if our web sales are like 25% of our total sales, we are driving the company. If we are driving the company with online data, we are just driving the company with 25% knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest thing right now is that we know much more. We know what work. We can test different kind of campaigns, and we are setting these kind of different campaigns that we see what they do in our offline stores.
Customer journey wise, maybe like in the stores, maybe you changed something slightly that basically increased your stores. Maybe it was something with the dealers that the delivery dates were better. Maybe your dealers were also in the same building as you guys.
What we do better on our offline stores or our stores is like we are really helping our staff to get better knowing with the bikes, and
Okay.
we have a lot of like coaching inside our company. So we have Tuesdays, we have technical Tuesday, it's called. So we everybody can join on the meetings, and we tell everything about the new products. Also,
Okay.
because we are working so close of the uh, how it's called manufacturer, so we get so much quickly those knowledges to our company. Because when they are like thinking of new bike,
Mm-hmm.
we can join the meeting and get our data from our customers, and now we can like develop new Tunturi bike for next year. and
Okay.
and that is like really good with Tunturi because it's like Finnish brand, and we have a lot of customers, so we can really improve those products better on Finnish customers than like the big brands like Highbike with are selling worldwide.
Okay, interesting. So the internal knowledge center is one of those things which basically supplements your idea of serving better, and then like offline your staff basically knows your bikes, and then they know what they're selling. This is
Yeah,
where it
and
comes in.
like normal bike shop, when you are getting your first 2026 model, it's coming like to this time of the year. So the sales guys just know the new products, but
Mm-hmm.
in our main headquarters there is like year before those products, and we can test them, see them, and the sales guys really know when the bikes come to the sale what they are, and we are like head of things like that. So we can do improvements, uh, and learn what is good about those products fast.
Okay, cool. Well, knowledge is the key, right? So you
Yeah.
you have to be on top of the news, you understand the delivery dates, understand the models, understand everything, like in general about the business, and then it's better because you're not selling like the bike, you're selling the knowledge about the industry, and they trust that like if you know, then there is something good about this bike, right? So
Yeah, and also we have like every shop like 40 different models of testing bikes. So that
okay.
was the first problem what I see in the industry. Like you have cool shop, but you can you can touch anything. So all the bikes which are in our showrooms, they are testable. So after you buy, we assemble new bike every time. So we never give the bike from the shelf to the customer. We assemble a new one. So that's how you can try any bike you want to buy before buying it.
Okay. Okay. And to follow up on that conversation in terms of the conversions, etc., you also mentioned that you worry a lot about the metrics called ROAS, in other words, return on ad spend, and then you guys like to measure it based on profit, not just revenue.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what that means and why is that so important for you?
Yes, because like when we started the the metrics was like Google shows you like sales before taxes, and you see your spend and you want to know, is that good thing to put more money? And that doesn't tell you anything because you need to pay the taxes on it, the purchasing and everything. So the first thing was like me that there is no revenue talk inside our company because revenue doesn't mean anything. Maybe it means cash flow, but it's also important. But I think our sales guys need to only talk to the profit because that's what we need to have.
Okay.
So so we take our offline data, which where we see the profit matching, and then we take our ad spend in different places on one system, and there we can really see on daily basis that can we improve our budgets or do we need to lower it down, and we need our real ROAS from profits.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I understand. And this is a very smart idea. Do you use any tools for that, or did you develop something custom internally?
I think we used this kind of funnel IO
Funnel
and
IO.
some others. I'm not really familiar with those. Our marketing director knows everything about those. I have just this dashboard and those weekly uh, reports.
Okay, cool. Operations and logistics, a little bit on that. So as we spoke briefly before this call, you guys are heading into the busy season starting in spring, right?
Yeah,
Um, what did last year teach you about preparation and what you're gonna do this year to be well prepared?
yeah, a lot, I would say, because when we started the scaling really hard up, we see that we we stumbled this glass roof that we could sell more, but our sale was same like with like 100 euro difference in every week. Tick 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 tick. So we see that we couldn't supply more. So we need to double down on our supply on next spring, and we are opening I think 20 new jobs for that, and we
Okay.
are already built uh, like this mechanic place where you have like 8 electrician lifters, so
Okay.
you have like best tools in the industry, and you have a lot of places, and we need a lot of people to do the work there. And we also design our logistic completely start at zero this I think in the December of 2025, we
Mm-hmm.
take our logistic and put it in the trash, and now we are writing everything like from new.
From scratch. From
Yeah,
scratch. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
because it's
what the?
yeah,
Mhm. Because
it,
it's
yeah, because our logistic leader have noticed so many things that we can improve of lot of areas, and now we are doing all of those things.
Oh, do you own your warehouse or rent your own warehouses, or do you work
Yeah,
through
we
dealers?
own a couple of them and lease others.
Okay, so is it like your bikes in your warehouses ready to be delivered?
Yes.
And on top of that, do you work through dealers as well? Kind of like to if you don't have anything available, you ship from them.
Yes. Ah, no, sorry. Yeah, yeah, now I understand this. Yes. So we have also AP to our manufacturers, so we never deliver directly from them to customer, but the customer can see our website if this bike is available like on Akle Group Finland's stock. Then
Mm-hmm.
if he buy the bike, it comes to us, we build it, and we make all the adjustments, and then we give it to the customer. So never like straight to the supplier to customer. The problem with that is uh, our warranty gonna really much go up if we don't check every bike before they are getting to the customer.
Okay. Um, Within eBike Center, and I have a few more questions on the operations, but I'll follow up on them as soon as we tackle a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yep.
So at eBike Center, you are first of all you're running on off of WooCommerce on the website with a mix of internal and external developers. What works well in that setup, and what's challenging?
Now, I think everything is now working well because we have uh, many people now doing it in couple of years. So I think we are now doing good on that. I think the challenges is I want everything today, and it takes some time,
So,
week or two. And sometimes the developers say it take a month, but it can be a week.
okay, interesting. And do you have your team on a full-time basis with you, or how does it work?
Yes, we have like one SEO guy that
Uh-huh.
knows that thing very well, and he's leading a couple of those uh, developers to do the right things. And then we have more like a people friendly me me who try to get the visuals right and the UX, like how you use the web store. And
Okay.
then we have our marketing, what are doing their own things there, and our like the number one developer what do it like full time everything that we are planning to do there. So we
Okay.
are really much projects now going on, and I think before the spring we have done it the website again.
Okay. You will have to get it done again, or just to understand,
No, 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 no. But we
you
are
have done already.
improving. I think it's more like visual things, speed things,
Uh-huh.
and index things that we have all the I don't know the word taxonomy as
Taxonomy.
indexed right way and have
So
bigger
the
site. Yeah.
so the SEO guy is doing a lot of work right now. It sounds like. Okay. And at what point do you start questioning whether the current platform will scale with the business? Like, when do you think it will hit your mind?
Then when I ask can we do something and somebody answers no, it doesn't have it is not happened yet. So
Okay.
I like that we can build everything. So we are not we are there is not so many plugins that I what works the purpose I want. So we usually build those tools ourselves.
Cool, awesome. Well, proprietary plugins is always better than something from the market for sure. I mean, scalability wise, performance wise, I
Yeah.
definitely always recommend that. Okay, cool. And a few more ones. You're aiming for 20 to 40% growth next year.
Yes.
What needs to happen right and go right for that to happen?
A lot. A lot.
Well, for sure.
The first thing we need that sub logistic need to be like the best, and that is we have like I think 10 people working on that right now. So the customers get their bikes in high quality and fast. And of course, we are doing a lot of the e-commerce things to improve those. And our marketing is now analyze so much data from the last year and the uh, global data for the last year also, and making new strategies. And we have seen many of things that have worked. We're gonna scale them more, and also we're gonna have we opened last year 2 new shops, so now the guys from those shops have more experience. So that is gonna also normally scale up. I think we have really good uh, position to have at least 30% growth, but I'm hoping that 45 is the goal, and and I hope we get there.
Okay, interesting. And like I mean, obviously this is the growth, and obviously you want to take even a larger cut off of the market of Finland, right? Uh, Before expanding internationally, what must be rock solid in Finland first?
I think this year, this year we are building everything that the company works without me, without my brother, without. I think it needs just a couple of our leaders to go this fast as it goes. And then we have the resource to really focus on some markets. We don't want to go there and still focus on here and focus on there. This needs to be like solid rock before we move there, because I know when we're gonna take another market, it's gonna be some kind of hellstorm again. So we
For
need
sure.
to have the time to do it, and everything solid rock here.
How do you split the duties between you and your brother? I'm assuming that you guys are the
Yeah.
co-owners.
Yes. Uh,
Okay.
Mika is really talented people man, I would like to say. So he leads the people more, and the finances and the bookings. And I'm more like a growth engine. So
Okay.
I do the new
Very good.
things and
Yes.
make sure that we are going forward and everything is moving, because
Can
otherwise it's gonna slow down.
Does it mean that you are more on the kind of like CEO level, visionary, like trying to create the goals and like make sure that they are being fulfilled? And then he is more on the operational side of things, like dealing with people, with finances, etc.
I think we are not like a normal company because we don't have this like we don't have CEO. Uh, Everybody knows what is my role in our company, because if they need they have some idea of some new products or some new things, they come to me. And if there are something like HR department or something like uh, how it called paychecks, something about those, they go on the Mika. And Mika is planning the shops, what they look like, where they are, and that kind of things. And I'm more like the e-commerce side. Then we have my little brother Tony, what is our sales manager, and he is mostly leading the operating things. So
Okay.
so so the question is in our company goes like first you ask for the store manager. If store manager doesn't know, he asks for the sales manager. If sales manager doesn't know, he asks for our HR Heidi. And if he doesn't know, then it comes maybe sales director or the IT partner or then us. So
So, sounds like you've got a decent team over there. How many people have you got? Have you got
uh,
in?
47 right now.
47. Okay, well,
But
that's a
it's go
decent sized
up
team.
in summer times, but those are like what we keep all year.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So, and I think the last question, it kind of like makes sense to wrap it up in that way. What is one mistake that you think or you see the other growing retailers make when scaling too early?
I think it's the same, but I I also made like first couple of months of being the entrepreneur, like thinking the need to do everything by myself, and I learned that fast that if you find people what knows better than you. On my example, it was marketing, developing the people who are HR is in English,
Mm-hmm. HR, yeah.
and after that, trust them and somehow keep them really motivated and and have the same vision. The biggest problem is when you try to do everything by yourself
Mm-hmm.
or try to be best in everything, then you don't have really time to focus the things what really leads and grows the company more.
Cool. Cool. Well, I would encourage you to watch the podcast that went live just earlier today with Luke. So this guy actually leads a company from the UK, and then he basically said the same thing. So
Yeah,
it's he is dealing with the same challenges. He is at 25 million pounds a year right now, and he's going to hit the 100 million over the next 2 years, this and next year. So, but then given the pace that uh, they've gained so far, it's possible. And then basically, the reason I'm encouraging you to watch that video is because he is sharing the same thoughts, his thought process about how to hire these people. And then it's very good because you guys are in the same mindset that you have to trust people and you have to have these people that are a little bit more knowledgeable in their job than you are, because this is why you're hiring them for, especially the director and C-level roles. But good. If you want, I can send you the link.
yeah.
So Timo, thank you so much for joining the call. It was insightful. Thank you for sharing your mindset, your thought process in terms of how to approach difficult situations and especially market crashes, how you deal with the return on the ad spend, how you approach that, and how you think about it, how you prepare and want to focus on the national market only for the time being until you are freed up from the operations. Very good insights for the other people, for the other businessmen. Thank you again for anyone who is watching this video. I'll include the link to their websites down below in the description. Watch it out. Likes, comments, reposts as usual. Thank you, Timo.
Thank you.